Nelson Mandela, a biography. Early life and education. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, in the village of Mvezo, in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. He belonged to the Thembu royal family of the Xhosa ethnic group. His father, Gadla Henry Mfakanyiswa, was a chief, and his mother, Nosekeni was his third wife. Mandela was given the name Rolihlahla, which means troublemaker in Xhosa. Mandela received his early education at missionary schools, where he was given the English name Nelson by a teacher. He later attended Healdtown, a prestigious missionary school, and then studied at the University of Fort Hare, but was expelled for participating in a student protest. He later completed his law degree at the University of Witwatersrand. While working in Johannesburg, political activism and anti-apartheid struggle. In the 1940s, Mandela became involved in the struggle against apartheid, a system of institutionalized racial segregation in South Africa. In 1944, he co-founded the African National Congress, ANC, Youth League, and later became a leading figure in the ANC. Mandela initially promoted nonviolent resistance, inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. But after the Sharpeville Massacre in 1960, where police killed unarmed protesters, he co-founded Umkhonto we Sizwe, MK, the armed wing of the ANC, in 1961. He led acts of sabotage against government infrastructure but avoided targeting people. Imprisonment, 1962-1990. In 1962, Mandela was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison for leaving the country illegally. In 1964, he was tried again in the Rivonia trial and sentenced to life, imprisonment for sabotage, and conspiracy to overthrow the government. He spent 27 years in prison, mostly on Robben Island, enduring harsh conditions. During his imprisonment, international pressure for his release grew. In 1990, under President F.W. de Klerk, Mandela was finally released. End of apartheid and presidency. In 1994-1999, following his release, Mandela led negotiations to end apartheid. In 1993, he and de Klerk were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. In 1994, Mandela became South Africa's first black president in the country's first multiracial elections. As president, Mandela focused on reconciliation, nation-building, and economic reform. He established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC, to investigate past human rights abuses. Later, life and legacy. Mandela stepped down after one term in 1999, handing over leadership to Thabo Mbeki. He continued humanitarian work, focusing on HIV/AIDS awareness, and established the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Mandela passed away on December 5, 2013, at the age of 95. Legacy. Mandela is widely regarded as a global symbol of peace, forgiveness, and resilience. His birthday, July 18th, is observed as Nelson Mandela International Day, encouraging acts of kindness and service. Would you like more details on this personality?